Hey there, beautiful souls. We're inching closer to that 1K subscriber dream. Your likes, shares, and subscribes are the spark that keeps these stories alive. If you're new, hit subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss a tale that hits right in the feels. And hey, pour yourself a cozy drink, settle in, and watch this full video. It's a silent storm you won't see coming. Let's get into it. He slept with my wife, but I made his world crumble in silence face without mouth fire. The air in our Brooklyn brownstone always carried the faint scent of jasmine from the candles we'd light after long days. Mine at the ad agency, hers teaching yoga downtown. Sarah was my everything. The curve of her laugh lines when she'd tease me about my terrible dance moves at rooftop parties, the way her fingers intertwined with mine during midnight walks along the East River, bridges glowing like veins of gold. We'd built a rhythm, a quiet symphony of shared dreams, renovating that creaky old place into a home, whispering about kids someday. Until the night I came home early from a client pitch, the door ajar like an unspoken invitation to hell. There they were, tangled in our bed, Victor, my best friend since college, the one who'd stood as my best man. His hands on her like he owned the map of her body I'd charted for 8 years. The world tilted, sound rushing in my ears like a subway train barreling toward me. I didn't scream. I slipped out, silent as smoke, and spent the night on a park bench, rain soaking through my shirt, each drop a hammer on the fractures in my chest. Betrayal isn't loud. It's a hollow ache that echoes in the spaces where trust used to live. Divorce was clinical, papers signed in a fluorescent-lit office that smelled of stale coffee. Sarah's eyes begged for forgiveness, but Victor... He smirked at the bar the next week, clapping my shoulder like it was all a boys will be boys joke. Water under the bridge, man. Our circle fractured. Mutual friends picking sides, invitations drying up like autumn leaves. I packed for Chicago, that windy city of reinvention, with a suitcase and a vow. Silence as my weapon, not fury. Rebuilding was a slow burn. I threw myself into freelance consulting, late nights in a loft overlooking Lake Michigan, screens glowing with strategies that sharpened my edges. Grief came in waves. Nights I'd trace the empty side of the bed, remembering her jasmine scent now twisted with revulsion. But dawn brought resolve. That's when I met Lena in a corner bookstore during a blizzard. Her wool scarf unraveling as she reached for the same worn copy of The Alchemist. "Fate's got a sense of humor," she said, her voice like warm honey, green eyes crinkling with a mischief that pierced my armor. Our romance unfolded like pages turning, stolen coffees amid snowdrifts, her hand slipping into mine during indie film marathons, bodies fitting like puzzle pieces we'd both been missing. Lena saw the scars, the quiet rage I buried, and didn't flinch. "Strength isn't shouting," she'd whisper against my neck, her breath a bomb. "It's the storm you carry without spilling a drop." Challenges came. My trust issues flaring during arguments, her own past heartbreaks surfacing like ghosts, but we faced them in the raw, her tears on my shoulder teaching me vulnerability's quiet power. Heartfelt moments. Like the night she sketched us dancing under city lights, her pencil strokes capturing the love we'd forged from fire. Back in New York for a conference 6 months later, I learned Victor's firm was pitching the same client I'd locked in. My designs, subtly woven into proposals he'd stolen ideas from over beers years ago. No drama, no scene. I forwarded the emails, anonymous tips to the board about his creative sourcing, and watched from afar as his empire teetered. Layoffs whispered through the grapevine. His Instagram feed going dark, that smirk replaced by hollow cheeks in paparazzi shots. Sarah called once, voice cracking. "He's unraveling." I hung up, the silence my sweetest revenge. Now, in Chicago's embrace, Lena's laughter fills our sunlit kitchen as I flip pancakes, her kiss tasting of maple and tomorrow. He crumbled worlds, but I rebuilt mine, brick by silent brick, proving love's true fire isn't destruction, but the unyielding light that rises after. Wow, if Marcus's quiet thunder moved you, smash that subscribe for ever revenge. We craft these empowering revenge tales straight from the heart. Like if silent strength is your vibe, and share your own comeback story in the comments. Can't wait to see you for the next one. Face without mouth fire.